Now, going over to the business blunder of the day, you have Ford trucks still getting mismatched headlights. Though I guess we should be happy that they run most of the time. Now, this comes to us thanks to Caleb Jacobs over at thedrive.com. He says, quote, owner discovered the new 2023 Ford Super Duty pickup has mismatched headlights. One of these things is not like the other. In fact, it's much brighter. And it literally is almost night and day difference between the two headlights, with, again, one being obnoxiously bright in comparison to one being ridiculously dull. And I guess we shouldn't be too surprised. Let's see here. I mean, we have Fords with mismatched seats. We have Fords with mismatched headlights, and of course, mechanical problems as well. Now, one of the first article by Caleb, or first one of the main sections, noted that there's nothing physically wrong with the truck in terms of the drivetrain, so that's some good news. They say that as you see in the pictures, the driver's side features a projector-style headlight, while the passenger side is a more traditional reflector type. You may not notice it while passing during the day, but in the night, the difference is obvious. Because the Super Duty features auto-leveling headlights, it's unclear what effect this has on their operation. Several commenters mentioned that they were surprised it didn't throw a fault code of some sort. They know that the owner, Weston, was obviously disappointed by this slip past quality control. They have that? I mean, if you tune into the show multiple times, very frequent topic in the business blunder section of the show. Again, maybe the folks at the quality, they're unionized, so, maybe they're just drinking a lot of Bud Light and, not really working. But, I'm astonished that they even have a quality control department. And get me wrong, I love certain Fords. If I won the lottery, I'd have a Ford Mustang in my garage, partially just to support Jim Farley and having an admiration of him dedicated to making a V8 with a stick shift an affordable sports car. That I think is great. That's rare these days, especially automotive. When GM killed their pony car to make an EV two-door SUV, and Dodge, the Challenger, there's going to be EVs or straight six with no stick shift. So, of the big three, I'd say Ford did win the pony war, which is why I always have maybe a soft spot for Ford. Now, they noted that this is he bought the dealer from Humble, Texas, and it's an F-250, and even more pathetic in terms of, you're paying premium pennies for these. It's spending more than $80,000 on trucks these days for this particular model, looking like, because it's a Super Duty. Trucks have gotten to the point where they're more expensive than houses, and it's just astonishing and ironic in a way. I read, what was the actual title of it? I Invented the Modern Age, a book about Henry Ford a couple months ago, and it's fascinating to learn. In the Dodge Brothers book, I read that last month. It's fascinating to hear how, when trucks first came out, they're meant to be cheaper utilitarian than cars. So they're cheaper than cars, and they're just for farm work. And now some of them, of course, still work on farms, but now they're so expensive. And yet, you still have these simple things where they didn't do a headlight. And again, I think Ford just needs to change their entire methodology. Or again, one of the cliches of the American automotive industry, which again did help them become mass producers, is AKA the assembly line and the McDonald's method, where you just assemble as many as possible, and if there's a defect, you say, maybe we'll fix it at the end. Whereas Japanese automotive companies, if they see an issue, they shut down, they fix the issue then and there on the assembly line. Very contrarian thoughts and methodologies in terms of the assembly and production of vehicles. I also think there's also a cultural difference as well. One's unionized, one's not unionized. So the main reasons why I think there's a lot of advantage to Japanese engineering and assembly. But this is an issue we keep seeing with Ford. And interestingly enough, it's also an example of people always say you perform better when you pay them more. The big three just had the largest contract in history with the United Auto Workers, the UAW, their big union, which pays a lot of money to politicians. This is the most expensive labor for the automotive industry. And yet, they're not getting the best performance. You're having mismatched headlights, you're having mismatched seats at Ford. It's almost comical. Because, again, it shows you don't have pride in your job. Or maybe you're intimidated by your manager. There could be a couple contributing factors to that. But you see mismatched headlights, you put them on a truck, especially, and then the seats, they looked entirely different when that happened. And they don't, pull a wire down or put a buzzer, press a buzzer sound and have it fixed there. Again, these trucks are costing $80, $90, over $100,000 for a truck. It's one of the most expensive, complex pieces of machinery people buy in their lifetime. And yet, they still can't match the headlights? I mean, the only silver lining in this situation, I always tell people, if you squint hard enough in life, you'll find a silver lining. I mean, the silver lining is this isn't detrimental to the mechanical drivetrain of the vehicle. You can still drive it to work. You can still use it every day. This is more of a nuisance and annoyance and cosmetically ugly. So it's good that this isn't something that's going to cost thousands and thousands of dollars to fix. Your vehicle shouldn't be out of commission for any long duration of time. In theory, you should be able to just pop the headlight out and put a new one in. Though an age-old saying when it comes to automotive engineering, manufacturing versus mechanics who fix it is an engineer would walk past three beautiful virgins to screw over a mechanic. It's a little bit of a mechanic pun there, because they're usually not designed to be optimally to be worked on for service, which I would argue they should. But nevertheless, we'll see if things get better for Ford this year. They're off to a rocky start, and there's one or two more comments. Let's go down. So the comments, interesting enough, Joey said, guys getting paid 25% more and more pay, where the chances quality goes up. And, some people are saying due to quality manufacturing going down. Some people are saying the components are going down. But it'll be interesting. And again, I apologize. This article is a little bit dated, but it still is happening in great frequency. Nevertheless, Ford having mismatched headlights, that is certainly the business blunder of the day. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in today. Again, we're trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so if you could click that button, I'd really appreciate it. Also, leaving a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment is a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how to make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.